Bassey, how exciting is it to be holding this first training selection session for FC Isle of Man?
It's brilliant, isn't it? Finally we've arrived. We're here down the bowl, ready for our first training session. It's been a long, hard time, with the COVID virus, but finally we get to be here, and yeah, I'm really excited, very enthusiastic, and really wanting to, push the team on now and get things going.
You've been involved in the Manx sort of football fraternity for a long time with Ellen Vannon and Geordies as well. How's this going to differ from your previous work with Manx football?
Well, in terms of Manx football, obviously it's a step up now from the Premier League in the Isle of Man. But in terms of Ellen Vannon in Sweden and Hungary and places like that, what we're going to have to do is where we went away and we kept a team in tip-top condition for a week, we're now asking them to stay in that sort of condition and that intensity for 6 months. It's a long season, so it's a long old road, and it's going to be very, very fierce competition in terms of trying to get into the team.
Just talk a little bit about the quality of Manx football. I mean, you've played against or played with loads of players that are Manx. Talk about a bit of the quality of the players and those that will be attending today.
Well, I wouldn't like to name individuals, but as a collective, then there are many, many players over a period of time that could have played at a lot higher level than what we are now. So this is the thing that we're looking for. We're going to try and produce players. We're going to try and get the FC Isle of Man up through the league system, and then if we can't do that and get as far as we want to get, then at least we hope to be pushing players and playing at a higher level off the Isle of Man.
So ultimately this is going to be a big step forward for Manx football and sport in general.
Oh, massive, massive. As a community, it's the best thing that's ever happened in sport in terms of football. And the longevity of this is vital. So in 20 years' time, if we're playing in the Conference League or somebody else is managing, it doesn't really matter who's doing the job. But providing we can bring this standard of football to the Isle of Man, that's all that matters as a community.
How are you going to be putting the players through their paces this evening?
This evening, it's more let's have a look and see where the players are at, because they've all been training for their clubs, and if they haven't been training for their clubs, then they're going to get found wanting tonight, where obviously some people are going to be a lot fitter than others.
Who have you got alongside you as the backroom staff?
Yeah, so the backroom staff now obviously is Coach Lee Dixon. He's the first coach and will be my assistant throughout the year. Then you've got Andrew Gosling is also going to be a coach on the football side. Daniel Wade is going to be goalkeeping coach along with Paul O'Brien, and also Ian Kelly is going to be physio. So in terms of what we had to go on in the Isle of Man, I don't think I could have done any better at this particular time.